Joe, thank you for being here with me today. What is the biggest impact you feel that Proposition 1 would have on Texas State Technical College system?
It's capacity building, and for us that's transformational. TSTC has never had a reliable source of capital income to expand its programs. Several of our programs are currently at capacity. We have a waiting list for those. And without the ability to expand the space and to buy new equipment, we wouldn't be able to put more Texans in great paying jobs. So it would have a huge impact on the college.
What programs are currently at capacity and where in the state is that happening?
All across the state, and it ranges in region to region. It will be welding in Waco. It's going to be advanced manufacturing down in New Braunfels. It literally depends on which campus that we're at, but we can get you a full list of those that are at capacity right now.
And I was speaking at the Marshall campus earlier today. I was speaking with folks there. What, for that campus in particular, is there anything that you could see this money particularly going towards?
Oh, for all of our campuses, absolutely. It's going to help us with new equipment. It's going to help us expand the square footage on those campuses to be able to have more programs and have more students in those programs. Every one of our campuses will benefit.
Anything in particular, though, that you know this money would be used for in Marshall?
We haven't made decisions on that yet. If voters approve this, the money will go then to the comptroller's office in January. It will be 12 to 15 months before the first monies ever come to TSTC after that. So what we're going to do is go region by region and make sure that we know what the needs are for our employers, and then we will start to plan accordingly how we will start spending this money in each region.
Anything you know for sure in any campus that you want to use this money for? Like any building you know of that needs to be renovated, any program you know that needs to be expanded? Just an example.
All of the welding programs can be expanded right now. The HVAC programs are the same way. In each one of our campuses, there's a program and a story behind it, and there's a business in town that's not getting enough skilled technicians into the market that they can hire.
Talk to me about how important it is to get those technical workers into the market, those skilled workers today.
There are over 1 million technician positions open in Texas right now. That's how far we are behind in the workforce and that talent pipeline. 1 million technician positions open in the state of Texas. So without the ability to increase that capacity, you have businesses that can't grow. You have some businesses that may need to move elsewhere to find their talent, and that's going to affect the economy, and that's not a good thing for us.
And how do you expand that capacity? Are we talking just larger classrooms? Are we talking, larger campuses? What exactly does that entail?
I don't think we need larger campuses. I think we need more square footage on those campuses, and we also need the ability to hire or to buy more equipment so that we can expand the capacity within a program to bring more people into a particular program. The needs vary just a little bit, but it's all about the capacity that we have.
It's my understanding that Senator Brian Birdwell is the author of this bill. Have you been able to speak with him, and what's that interaction been like throughout the last few months?
We have a very good relationship with Senator Birdwell, and on the House side, it was Stan Lambert from out in West Texas. He's excited about the voters getting the opportunity to vote on this, and we're just thankful that he's given us this choice or this opportunity to let the voters have their choice.
And just so we, make this clear, exactly how much money will be going towards, TSTC, and how will that money be received?
I can tell you exactly how much money will be set aside to create the fund. That's $850 million of existing money. That's no new tax dollars on the citizens of Texas. That's put into the fund. The fund will then be an investment fund. It will earn interest. The interest off of that fund will go into the available workforce education fund. That's where we will draw it down. So those are going to vary from year to year depending on how well the investments did.
What would you say are the biggest limitations right now for TSTC, and how will this money impact that?
It's capacity. It's to bring more people into the workforce, trained and ready for a good paying job.
What impact do you feel this will have if Proposition 1 passes on the Texas economy?
I think it's huge. If we could magically quadruple our output overnight, there still wouldn't be enough. But these incremental changes that we can make when we start receiving these funds is going to be able to let that business that's down the road that needs to buy new equipment to keep up with his market. It's going to let him be able to do that because he can bring the new employees in and run that equipment. It's going to mean a boon for the economy.
And could this lead to, because people, all the time are looking for, HVAC folks, plumbing folks, could this reduce, that amount of wait time they potentially need to wait to get those services done?
That's the goal, absolutely. Our goal is to put more Texans in great paying jobs. And to be able to do that, we need access to capital funds so that we can keep up.
Say that this proposition does not pass, doesn't pass. What will the TSCC system do, moving forward? What do the next steps look like? Can you continue? We
can continue. It's been a struggle for 60 years. We were created in 1965. We'll continue to do our best with the money that the state of Texas gives us and be good stewards of those monies and the property that they've given us.
And just so folks are clear, what's the difference between like TSCC and some other, colleges like the UT system, the A&M system?
So we're actually quite similar to the UT and the A&M systems. Where we're different is from the community college systems or community colleges, because they're actually all local government entities. They can levy property taxes to get their capital dollars. We cannot, as a state agency, levy any tax whatsoever. That's why we're so far behind the game.
Just to be clear, in terms of this is not a new tax or anything like
No.
that.
Absolutely not. So the money is already set aside in general revenue in the state coffers. They'll simply move that money from general revenue into the comptroller's office, where they will then create the investment fund.